Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Stacking Perpetrator here. Another episode of What's in the Box. The box is where I put my LCS purchases and sometimes mail call until I get a chance to video it for you. Then I either put it in albums, put it off to in boxes for my permanent stack, which would be this stuff here. And I also collect silver in general, rounds, bullions, bars, up to 10-ounce bars. I usually don't buy anything over a 10-ounce bar. And then if it doesn't fit in my permanent stack, then it goes in another box for a potential sale, trade, or possible trade and upgrade for gold. So let's see what we got today. And one of my last videos, I went into the box inside a box. And we're going to pull out a purchase I made from my LCS. They had about 10 tubes of Benjamins come in, and I went ahead and made a purchase. But while I was down there, I had my trusty notebook for keep my list for different things. I have my walkers, merc dimes. I have to stay on this. My quarters. These are my Morgans. This is album 2. This is album 1. And then this was what I needed for my Ike dollars. Just some random notes. And then this is my 13 dance codes for my ASEs. Slowly working on. Most of these I filled in before our price spikes, and I've kind of slowed down on purchasing because I'm trying to fill the books. Now that I have this many, I'm working on the book that needs the least. So like I'm looking for a 98, 89, a 90 on book 3. So yeah, I'm just trying to now work my way this way in the books, and I have all the books numbered 1 through 13, so I know what I need. But what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on the Benjis. So let me get these out of the way because these are just set out. Like that's tube of Benjis that I have. This is Walker tube. I need to leave that out because I have one to add into it. Quarter tube I'm working on. And then I just did a video with some merc dimes. And, this is what other stuff that I picked up stuff for my album, and then these were some extras. I usually try to buy the older dates, the teens and 20s, some in the early 30s. If I see some nicer ones in the later 30s or 40s, I'll buy them also. But I try to stick to the lower teens or the lower 30s and older. And, I need to actually sort this out because I have a couple of teens, some 20s, and some 30s in there, and I sort out so that my tubes are by decades. I do the same with my quarters. I sort them by decades. Benjamins, I don't sort. I just put them in, and but I'm actually doing albums. So what goes in here is just extra. I just flip through them. If I start another album, I'll go through and pull out of these tubes. The walkers, I generally try, once I get a tube full, then I'll break it down, I'll split it out and work on, because I do that by decades also. It's just the way I do things. But let's see what we got here. I know this bag has what I need. This should be all album fillers in here. And there's gonna be a couple in here that I'll need for, I think I put them on top already. This 58. I need that in this book and the second book, so I know that's going to be one. Let me see if this one, This is a 49 Philly. So it's going to go in book 3. I already pre-sorted some of this. Here's a 52. Let's see what this is. 52 S. 52S is on the list. So that'll go with that one. What do we got? Here's a 59. I'm not sure. I may have just bought this because it was in. Yeah. Some of these I got because they're in a little better shape. So if I start another album, here's a 54. I think I try to buy the 54 S's because that was the hard one for me to find for my main collection. So anytime I see them, yep, 54S. But I had bought extras earlier, so but when I see 54S's, I generally can't pass them up. Here's a 54. This is a nice toner. Circulated, but it's got a nice tone to it. See what this one is. This is a D. So 54D. I know why I bought that because it was a nice toner. So I'm just checking these out. Come on, camera. It's a 48. I don't need any 48s, but if I start another book, I'm going to need that one. I try to pick up the 48s and 49s when I see them. All right, this is a 49. So I'm going to have to use the loop. 49, and it is going to be the Philadelphia. So I need it in book 3. And let's see what else we got in here. Here's a 51. So I don't need that. Another 51. I think those are different mint marks. Here's a 57. I don't need that. Another 57. Those are probably 2 different mint marks. Here's a 58. And this one's probably mint marked. Yeah, it's a Denver 58. I don't need it in the book, but it was a nice looking coin, so I bought it. I went through, I can't remember how many rolls. And my LCS got in. They sold these to me for 20 times face. They're actually going up to 54 times, or they sold these to me at 20 times face, but they're fixing to go up to 24 times face. So those are 50s, 2 different marks. Here's a 52. That's a Philly. Here's another 52. This is a Denver. So I don't need that one in either book, but here's another 59. 59 Denver. And then here's a couple you call AU, low BU. 62, 63. Got them just because they were pretty nice out of what I got. 54 and 48. What is it? That's the S. 54S. Yeah, I buy the 54Ss because they're hard for me to find. So So anyways, I thought, oh, here's a rookery dime, must have been left from my last video. And then I got this stack. I knew these are going to be, here's a 58 Philly. Not the best looking coin, but I need a 58 in both books, so I've got both of them now. Here's 53, this should be the D. What did I do with my loop? Yeah, 53D. What we got here? Here's another 52 S, but I thought I had a 52 S. The reason I bought two is because I figured if I needed one for the book to finish out the book, that means I don't have any. So I'll take this one's got a little rim ding here, so I'll set that off to the side. I'll have that for if I start another book. Here's another 58 Philly. This one's, so I need a 58 in both books. So because I need the 58 in both books, I got two. And let me make sure this one doesn't have a mint mark. Oh, this is a Philly. So I'll swap these around. I'll put this in one book, I'll put this in the other book. And then I'll set this one off, so when I start my next book, I'll have one. And that's kind of the way I watch when I'm putting in the tubes, and I keep track of my albums. And if I need it for one of my albums, and I find two, like I needed two 58s. Well, if I found three 58s, I bought three, so that I would have an extra one for the next book I start. So just trying to find them. And here's a 59 Philly, and here's another 58. Here's another 58 Philly. So I figured I'd pick them up while I see them. And then they had one lowly, the only one they had, Walking Liberty, 1945. Really good shape. So I picked it up. And I'll just go ahead and put that in the tube. But let me stop the camera here and open up one of the... Alright, I'm back. Now, this is my Dansko. And I need the 49S, which I haven't found yet. But I do have this 58. Come on, camera. Focus in. I do have this 58 Philly, which will go right here. Put that in. And that puts me down to needing one in that book. So let me stop the video and I'll bring you back when I got this album ready. Alright, back again. Alright, what we got is a 49 Philly, which we'll put right here. I think I told y'all in my last video on when I was setting these albums up, that this album was not going to have any BU coins in it. This was going to be totally circulated coins. I was just trying to show you that you can, if you're just stacking Benjis, this is the way to kind of take some boredom out of it, and you know, try to put there's nothing really expensive if you're collecting the Benjis anyways. Try to put a date set together, even if you just do it in 2 tubes. You don't have to have the album like I'm doing. You don't have to have those. Just, you know, it's just a fun way for me to take boredom out of stacking the coins. All right, we got the 52. We need the 52S. So we're going to fit that in right there. And then I think I have the 53. Yes, the 53D. So we're going to fill that right there. And then what do we have? We have the 58 Philly. So we'll go ahead and put that in that slot. I still need to, now I have a BU 55, but I want this book to be circulated, so I'm gonna find one that's been circulated. I don't want any BUs in this album here. I want this totally a circulated album. Just doing this album for fun. And then last but not least, we fill in the 59. And that gets us closer to having, now I have my master set, which I'm still trying to locate. I need 3 or 4, I need 50, 51, 52, and 53 proofs, which those are not cheap. So I'm working on those slowly. But as you can see, we've got this album down to, mark these off that I put in. So we need 2 for this page, 2 for this page, and we only need the 1 in this album to complete that. So this has been, and the 49 Philly. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 coins. So anyways, subscribe to the channel if you want to make sure you see more of my collection and my stack and what I purchase and how I do my albums. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you like what you've seen. And definitely drop me some comments down below. I enjoy seeing the comments. And we'll see you on the next video.